We're here to honor a very special person, Brandon Kramer. A real tribute to him today on the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica. Police officers are here, firefighters, ambassadors, shop owners, cart owners, street performers, people that love Santa Monica. Brandon had a form of autism called Asperger's syndrome, and he also had epilepsy. And he loved the promenade. The promenade was his world in some ways, and he always tried to help people out. And so many people are coming out today to pay tribute for how he helped them and how much he was loved, and that big bright smile. He was 41 years old. He loved the LA Clippers, and since he passed on, they've won 7 games in a row. And I think that's great. He would have been happy. He was living an independent life, and I think that was great, courageous of his mother, family, and Brandon. And I'm just so proud to say that I knew him and he was a dear friend. My first speaker will be someone that Brandon loved so much. In a way, I hope it's not inappropriate to say this. He was like an adopted father to Brandon. The owner of the Jewel Shop right here on the 3rd Street Promenade. Please welcome Tony Ayo. Tony, can you please come up?
Brandon is not around physically around us right now, but his spirit is around, and he's going to have always a part of my heart. His spirit, his name, he'll be always around, and we'll miss him a lot. And God bless you guys, and you guys are great. I'm sure every single person here had special care and love for our Brandon.
I think the thing we're gonna miss most about Brandon is his laugh and the way he would like make us all smile despite the craziness that happens here at the promenade. He would just come in and make our day just like that, and he became part of our family after a while. And we told him he just put on a hat and apron and become one of us. So, yeah, and yes, I didn't realize how many lives he touched, but like seeing everyone here, see, he definitely made a change in people's lives, and yeah, we're definitely gonna miss him.
Brandon meant so much to us at Starbucks. I worked there for about 4 years, and he was nice to me since the first day he met me. And no matter how tough our days, he always made us smile. If we looked stressed out, he would come up to us and just say, "You look like you need a hug," and he would just hug you. He was just that kind of person, and yeah, he's just an amazing person. We really, really love him, and tried to look out for him. We tried to make sure he didn't have too much caffeine or too much sugar, and we'd be like, no, don't drink that, you should drink this, because he really felt like family.
Yes, Brandon was a big fan and friend of the fire department. We knew him on multiple levels. We would occasionally treat him as a patient. He had some medical issues, as you know, but more importantly, he was a friend, and a lot of times the crews would come down and get a cup of coffee from Starbucks with Brandon and sit down and talk with him. And the thing we'll miss is he was always so positive. Just, it was mentioned before, like a ray of sunshine. He just was a happy guy, and you just enjoyed being around him. So the fire department's going to miss Brandon a lot.
All right, I'll share a little story. We, like Chief McElvaney was saying, we would come and have coffee with Brandon, and on multiple occasions, you guys, PD over there, kind of had it above us, because we would be having coffee with him, and then he would see a couple of your units come by, and boom, he was gone over to you guys. So he was definitely a big fan of the fire department and Santa Monica PD.
Come into the substation and greet us, and see what he could do to help us out. And then when he would come on the promenade, we would be there. So I'd be riding on the promenade. Brandon would make a beeline to me and tell me, "Sharon, over there, that performer, don't you think he's a little too loud? So, you know, I say, you know, yeah, Brandon, he is. We'll get the decibel reader on him right away. Like I said, the most thing I miss about Brandon is his smile, because I never saw Brandon without a smile. So he's truly missed by one and all of us. Thank you.
Brandon's gotta be like an ambassador, as in you never saw him without a smile. I'm just thankful for God to have known him. I told his mother I really thought he was in his 20s. You know, he's just so useful. Just God, I just wish there were more positive people like him that we need in this world, because everybody just backbiting and hating, and nobody stops to smell the roses like he did. And what he just has such a positive influence on me, and I'm glad to know him. Thank you.
First time I met Brandon, that smile that's right here lit up my world. I thought I had $1 million smile. Wrong, he does. He never had a bad word for anybody. He always had a smile on his face. To his mother, you raised a man. To his brother, you protected what you were supposed to. You guys have a blessing here as well as here. He's in a much better place than we could ever hope for. My words to Brandon, please, hear our words. Know that all of us love you and we're rooting for you. God bless you, and we love you.
So, when Mom had me and Amalia was pregnant with her second child, it just seemed like it was inevitable that we would be friends. And that we were. We always looked forward to seeing each other, and he had a lot of Star Wars toys and Disney toys. I was very envious of the collection that he had. We played soccer together on a team that just happened to finish in second place. And what can I say? We were at each other's bar mitzvahs. And I didn't get to see him often enough as an adult, which I kind of find it inexcusable now. Because if we were, I could have probably shared this world that he created with all of you. His friends, all of you, his friends. We could have all been friends together, and I guess there's others that want to say things too, so I can't stay on too long. So, peace, love, and everything else.
Please welcome Amalia Starr, Brandon's loving mother.
It's hard to believe what I'm seeing. It's so beautiful. Last month, my new book came out. It's so ironic. The title is I Have Autism. What'll I do without you, Mom? How to prepare for when your special needs child outlives you. That's the way it's supposed to be. There's a lot of tears here today, a lot of heart, a lot of reality, the real stuff. And Brandon would never want me to be sad, nor would he want anyone else to feel that way. I don't remember Brandon crying much. I do remember him smiling. But when we were together, I was there on a mission to teach him to become independent, his dream. That's what he wanted. He never asked for much as a little boy. So when he asked to live alone after his father passed away, I couldn't believe it. I thought Brandon would always live with me. I was wrong. And let me say this, when I decided to let him live alone, I don't know where that courage came from. He was such a sweet soul, innocent, pure, genuine, kind, gentle, helpful. Loving in an interesting way. He never said too often, wasn't often he would say, "I love you, Mom." That just wasn't part of his vocabulary. I spoke to a man who has autism, who's in his 60s, and he said, "Don't you know he loves you? Why does he have to say it?" I learned that just a year or two ago, and that was very helpful.
Me and Jerry Rubin and Brandon this morning in my dream, it was so clear before I woke up, and I had to get here to tell you about it. And Brandon was telling me about him in a better place. I'm in a beautiful place. And tell everybody not to worry. And there's up the angels that got me. And
you know, we could have a bad day, but the one thing that would always, you know, light up our day would be his laugh. I mean, I've never seen a guy who's been so positive. And definitely a great loss for the community. Definitely a great loss for our store. You know, a great friend. I mean, you know, the one guy I could talk to, and you know, he has so much positivity in him. You know, I'll never forget him. You know, definitely somebody who I will never forget, and definitely somebody who I look up to. I definitely, you know, hope to one day be as positive and as helpful and as appreciative as Brandon. Thank you.
But Brandon's a really special person, great soul. You know, he brought a special charm with him in his interactions with me. So I'll definitely miss him. And for his mother, she did an excellent job raising him. Success is not a destination; it's a journey. She did an amazing job raising him and making him independent. So